hearing conducted April 1st, 1971, appellant Guglielmo accused the government of lying and sought to dismiss his assigned counsel because he suspected that the lawyer was a government agent. Later in the day, the trial judge concluded that although the report from the medical center was positive in its opinion as to Guglielmo's competency, after viewing this defendant, I am not sure at this point that he is competent. The trial court granted Guglielmo's motion to appoint a private psychiatrist to examine Guglielmo, and ordered that the doctor be given the complete medical center report and informed of Guglielmo's courtroom behavior. The examining physician, Dr. Smith, reported, "In short, Mr. Guglielmo showed extremely uneven performance, not characteristic of any psychotic syndrome, but indicative to me of his malingering mental illness. In my opinion, Mr. Guglielmo is competent to stand trial, and that he shows good understanding of his legal situation, and the capacity to cooperate with his attorney in his defense. However, I anticipate that Mr. Guglielmo is likely to continue to display disruptive behavior in a conscious effort to confound legal process." At the commencement of the trial, the judge ruled that Guglielmo was competent on the basis of the doctor's reports, and concluded that there was no need for a hearing on the question. Neither the defendant nor the government requested any hearing. Guglielmo created several disruptions during the 8-day trial. There were several outbursts when he directed obscenities and accusations toward the court, witnesses, and the prosecutor. On one occasion, the court ordered Guglielmo removed from the courtroom, and there was one instance when he chose to absent himself. At one point, he requested that the court just sentence him and spare him the unfair trial he was receiving. On another occasion, Guglielmo hurled a water pitcher at the prosecutor, and later threw a chair toward the jury rail. Finally, during the summation by Selena's counsel, Guglielmo cut his wrist, and also cut his tongue, and purportedly attempted to swallow the blade. He was removed from the courtroom and taken to the hospital, and was not present when the judge charged the jury or when the verdict was returned. After Guglielmo's attempt, his assigned counsel informed the court that according to Guglielmo's wife, he had tried this on 4 or 5 other occasions. While at a federal medical center, he had told one of the doctors that in 1965, after a drinking spell and an attempt on his own life, he couldn't remember anything and was confined to a mental hospital in Brooklyn for 6 months. Apparently at that time, he was diagnosed as a psychopathic personality. Prior to being sent to the Federal Medical Center for the competency exam, Guglielmo apparently made an attempt to slit himself again. When he returned there upon completion of the competency exam, Guglielmo reportedly attempted to do this again. It is relevant to note that on several occasions he maintained that he could remember nothing about the events which immediately preceded his arrest.